4 games to go. Can the Yankees do it?
You fought well yesterday. Your style is unorthodox.
Scorpio.
Good morning, Yankees universe, and welcome back to another episode of the Yankees Morning Brew on this Thursday, September 25th. Like always, I'm your guy, Hector, joined by my compañeros this morning. I got the fly guy, my guy, the Ace Avenue, and we have the lovely Miss Grace Monroe. And all you Yankee fans, wake up and get your coffee. Grace, show it again, Grace. Show it again, Grace.
Woo! I got all my props right here. I want y'all to know I have a Yankees cowboy hat. I have a World Series jacket. I got a beanie. I have a tinfoil hat, alien ears. Like, I am ready to go.
What about you, Ace? How you feeling, brother?
Nice, man. Feel good. Got my Hogwarts shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Because the Yankees are ready for a magical October. I'm trying to throw that out there. And
the World Series trophy.
There you go. And we're about to Adabacadabra. What's it called? The Blue Jays out of there because they're a little nervous.
This is my favorite episode so far.
Blue Jays, the Avada Kedavra. The Blue Jays are about to be out of there, and they're feeling the pressure. I know you guys seen some of the posts that they're feeling it.
Yeah,
they're feeling it right now.
Oh, we are living rent free.
Oh, we definitely are living rent free in the Blue Jays' head, and it's kind of crazy because a week ago, literally last Thursday's episode, we were having this conversation, and the Blue Jays, I think they had like a 4 or 5 game lead in the AL East, and we was like, all right, it's over. You know, the Blue Jays, they have it. Let's just focus on the wild card and let's get our guys healthy and let's just set up our rotation. And the way that 7 days have come and 7 days have gone, the New York Yankees right now are tied for first place in the AL East. Like you said, Grace Monroe and Ace, we are living rent-free in the head of not only Blue Jay fans, not only the announcers, but of the players as well. I know you guys saw George Springer losing his mind, screaming, if they want to give it to New York, just let us know.
It's so amazing to be living rent-free. It feels great to see not only a Blue Jays player, but maybe one of the best Blue Jays players on the team, like one of their top talents over there complaining and crying. The vibes are low over there, okay? I mean, when you get to the point as an athlete where you're blaming everybody but yourself and you're looking around and you're trying to figure out why your team is spiraling, and it's can't be me, can't be you, can't be it has to be, they hate, the vibes are low. They need to look at their life and look at their choices, because you're right, Hector. I wrote it down to bring it up today. Last week, the Blue Jays had a 5-game lead. Last week. I wrote it down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
Now it's just mano y mano, you versus me, 4 games left. Who can finish with a better record?
Yeah, absolutely. It's time to put your big boy pants on. We got L.I. Yankee King coming in with some positive energy. No curse words from L.I. Yankee King. He says, good morning. I never thought I would say it since I was slubbed. Good morning to our first place New York Yankees. The Blue Jays are technically still in first place, but I understand it. Ace, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, like Grace was saying, 5 days ago, the Blue Jays thought they had a commanding lead. Like a great philosopher, Sean Carter, Jay-Z once said, it was all good just a week ago, but now it's not. So we're here. They're feeling that pressure. You could tell. And it's just so fitting that George Springer, of all people, has the nerve to be coming out here like all frustrated. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody said in the chat, I didn't check on it. Did Vlad get thrown out the other day?
I didn't hear that.
Did you get tossed the other day? Because somebody, like while they were playing, I think it was versus the Red Sox, they were like, Vlad got tossed. I don't know how true that is. But if that is the case, that's just another way of them feeling the pressure. The Toronto Blue Jays are true little brother behavior right here. We thought it was the Mets, but it's really the Blue Jays at the end of the day because they got all excited. Oh, we're finally better than the New York Yankees. You know how it is when you're a little brother. You try so hard to be better than Big Brother and finally get that one up. And Big Brother lets you win for a little bit. They sit back and, let you think that shit's sweet. But then all of a sudden, when you get a little cocky, they turn it on and you get really mad when you get smacked back into second place.
100%. And hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I put it came through as a super chat by accident. I was not trying to put a super chat, but if you guys can hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, or super chats, they go to help when it comes to growing the channel. We did add a new feature to the channel. It's not there right now, but we did add a membership feature to the channel. Shout out to my brother Ace for helping set that up behind the scenes. We're trying to give you guys better content, more content, especially with the postseason literally right around the corner. This Tuesday, the New York Yankees, depending on how things shake up. But next week, the postseason start, and we will be bringing you some exclusive Yankee postseason content with myself, Ace, and Grace as well. But guys, I want to shout out the chat before we jump back into the conversation. One of the best chats that are out there. Theo Nosebleed section is in the building. Shout out to Theo Nosebleed. Our good friend Jonathan is here. Jonathan, what it do? The Real Bill podcast is in the building. How you doing? Like always, the chat guidelines are there in the chat. Like always, please respect the YouTube terms and services. No hate speech will be tolerated. If you do, you'll be removed from the chat. We're trying to have a fun and create a fun and nice conversation. Shout out to Stephen B in the chat. Our good friend Hector as well. Jacob Petruzzi, one of the best moderators that are out there in all of the interwebs, is our guy. Jacob, Stephen B is in the building. Blaze 455 says Springer should shut up. Be classy. Stop blaming the Yankees. His 2017 whole Astros cheated. What do you expect from an ex-Astro? Shout out to Blaze 455. I think him and every other Yankee fan probably feels the same. TC Stills is in the building. And, of course, our guys Eddie Snap and Nathaniel Crenshaw, Richie Squires as well. Grace, let's talk about yesterday's game. Go ahead. Lead the way.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I once we had a lead, I felt great. I mean, when Aaron Judge hit number 50, let's just cut right to the chase. Let's cut right to Captain America, Aaron Judge, which I'm wearing one of my favorite new T-shirts, the Captain America WBC shirt for Aaron Judge for next March. But show it again. That's amazing. So when he hit 50, I screamed, "He did it! He did it! He did it!" And my husband was like, "You knew he was going to." And I was like, "No, he did it. He did it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it." I just kept saying, "I can't believe this. I can't believe it. I can't believe." Tears welled up in my eyes. And I looked at my husband and I said, "You do realize we are watching our Babe Ruth. We are watching our Mickey Mantle. This guy is doing things that, when you consider the fact that it is harder to play baseball in 2025 than it ever has been, he is doing things that have never been done. And growing up as a Yankees fan and loving all of the history, the legendary history of the franchise, you dream about these kinds of days. Like, oh, I wish I could have seen Mickey play. I wish I could have seen Joey D play. I wish I could have seen, you know what I mean? We are watching that right now, y'all. And let me tell you, the day when Aaron Judge is gone is going to be a dark, dark day in New York Yankees history, okay? Because seeing this day in, day out, it's hard not to feel complacent. It's really hard, but we have to try because this is something we're never going to see it again in our lifetime. And it's very, very special.
Yeah, 100%. Go ahead, Ace.
Yeah, we take his greatness for granted. It's as simple as that. Like all throughout the year, throughout the entire 2025 season, right? We have these shows and we talk about the ins and outs of the Yankees, right? The problems that they have, the positivity, and then we try to sprinkle in some Aaron Judge because we just know how great he is. Because it would be redundant as us as content creators just be like, okay, Judge was great again. Judge was great again. Like,
Right.
it's pretty much the same show, but that's what it is. He is great every single time that he steps out there, despite missing a lot of time, which might cost him the MVP. That's a separate conversation. But Aaron Judge is on the caliber of some of the greatest players we ever seen. You can put him up there with the LeBron Jameses and stuff like that. And as far as once he's gone, you're going to miss him. I was having a conversation in the live stream, and I was talking about how there's so many different tiers of baseball, right? And because people were asking me like, is this person a star? Is this person a superstar? And I was throwing my different tiers out there. I was like, look, to me, there's all-star. Right above that, there's star. Right above that, there's superstar. Right about that is Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is the best player in the game. Like, that is what he is at the end of the day, despite missing all this time. And number 99, we got to come through. And this could be the year that, if he can sit here and do what he's doing in the postseason, that could take the Yankees to number 28.
Just want to point something out. We got over 36 people in the chat rocking out with us. If you guys can, hit that like button. Help us when it comes to YouTube. We're sitting at 17 likes on the stream. Let's try to get to as many as 50 as possible. When it comes to subscribers, we're at 5,709 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, and we appreciate all the new subscribers that have found us. Another stat I want to add when it comes to Aaron Judge, and this is something that I saw before yesterday's game when I got my pregame notes. When it comes to the Yankees, Aaron Judge has played in 147 games this year for the New York Yankees. 148, including yesterday. Do you know how many of those games he's been on base or he has reached base safely?
Good question.
Out of 148 games that he has played,
how many?
132. So there's only been 16 games where Aaron Judge has not been on base.
What? I heard he officially now holds the record for the most intentional walks ever for an American League player.
Yep. Going into yesterday's game, he was tied with Ted Williams at 34. After the first inning, they walked him. Everybody was booing. And he now holds the record. I think it's 36 now intentional walks because he was walked yesterday twice intentionally.
That's crazy.
No one in the history of baseball has more 50 or more home run seasons than Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
Period. Like, what are we talking about? This is crazy. And I'm sure y'all heard this stat that's been floating around.
No, wait, isn't he tied for the most? He has to have like one more 50. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying nobody has more.
Oh,
nobody has more.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I misunderstood. Sorry.
No, you're good. But yeah, I'm sure y'all heard this stat floating around. Shout out to Jason, our buddy over at 161 River Avenue. He put this out first, and now everybody's talking about it. But it's only happened twice in history that a player has held the batting title and hit 50 or more home runs in the same year. Mm-hmm. So not only is Aaron Judge hit 50 or more home runs, he's doing it while he is batting the highest average. He's hitting singles, doubles, triples, and home runs, batting for average, plus hitting 51, plus having WAR out of this world, plus having a 200 WRC plus. Like, I mean, he is crazy. It's crazy.
I'm going to start a poll in the chat. Folks, let me know in the chat. We're going to put it down there. Who's the MVP, Aaron Judge or Cal Raleigh? So I'm going to start this chat. Ace, I'll kick it over to you. We have to have this conversation because Nathaniel in the chat, he started it off. He said, I respect, wait, what he said? Hold on, wait. Because it's a little bit further up. He said, Cal has 60 home runs. He's going to win the World Series and the AL MVP. That's a Seahawks fan, so you got to think he's a Mariners fan at the same time. So whoever wants to start off the conversation, start the conversation. I'm going to put the poll in the chat. Yankee fans, let us know. Who's the MVP? Erica Garcia, mi hermana de la isla from PR. Erica, I hope all is well. She says Aaron Judge is an MVP. Point blank, period. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. We've all said this. we can think that Aaron Judge is the MVP, but we know how baseball operates at the end of the day. You know, they seem to have an agenda. It's an anti-Yankee bias. We know that. The Aaron Judge fatigue as well. Like, ultimately, they're going to give it to Cal Raleigh. And especially if he ends up passing Aaron Judge, which he's 2 away. At this point, they'll pretty much, be forced to do it. But it just baffles me because we've said it multiple times here on this channel. What is the criteria? Because what happened when Jose Altuve had all the numbers, you gave it to him when Aaron Judge was just hitting, had the power numbers and had the pop. Now the roles are reversed a couple of years later, and you're going to rob Aaron Judge of that. So it's as simple as that, and it's frustrating for us as Yankee fans. But Aaron Judge, we know at the end of the day, is the greatest player that we probably ever have seen with our own eyes, and I think he knows that at the end of the day. And it's like, another MVP would put him in rare air. It really would. Like, you can't tell him nothing. Me and my nephew were talking about this yesterday. He was like, three MVPs makes him a Hall of Famer. I'm like, dude, I think he's already won right now as we speak. Like, but it makes it undoubtable at that point if he's able to get another one. But if he's able to add a batting title and the World Series championship, you'll take that over a regular season MVP.
Yeah. Listen, when it comes down to it, Aaron Judge, like Grace said, we are witnessing greatness right now. This is this generation's Babe Ruth. Aaron Judge is this generation's Mickey Mantle. As a Yankee fan, we are blessed. I know I am to say that we saw as a child the great Derek Jeter play, Bernie Williams, Posada, Alex Rodriguez, and now we're getting Aaron Judge. I'm happy that my nephew is able to see Aaron Judge do what he does. And you cannot take away the fact that I understand the season that Cal Raleigh is having is historic. It's rare. 60 home runs for a switch-hitting catcher, that's historic. I understand that. The argument of, well, we have to give it to Cal Raleigh because this will be a robbery because of the season he's having. Aaron Judge was robbed of an MVP his rookie year. Would have been one of the first, if not only, players in MLB history to win Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same season. Do not rob Aaron Judge in the season that he's going to win the batting title of his MVP. He definitely deserves to be the MVP.
Yeah, I just want to say I went ahead and looked up Aaron Judge's batting average in 2022 when he broke the single season home run American League record with 62 home runs. And the man was batting over 300. Mm-hmm. The man was about 2 or 3 at-bats away from the Triple Crown. If you remember,
yep,
Boone sat him in the last game of that season. He broke the record the day before the last game. And the last game, he got sat. He got benched. And Yankees fans, including myself, everyone, were screaming because he was only a few at-bats away from the Triple Crown. While breaking the single-season home run record, Cal Raleigh and Aaron Judge are not the same. I'm happy Cal Raleigh hit 60 home runs. That's great. Seattle Mariners, God knows they need something to cheer about. Their franchise has been trashed forever. So, and I said what I said. I said what I said. So, I get it. It's
if anybody missed that, she said what she said. I just want to let everybody know she said what she said.
Did she say what she said?
She said what she said.
Switch hitter, catcher, 60 home runs. That is really, really cool. And could be an MVP season if Aaron Judge wasn't playing in his league, because I'll say it again. Are we cooked as a society if a 247 batting average hitter wins MVP? Second of all, this guy is not getting intentionally walked like Aaron Judge. This guy is selling out for home runs at every single at bat. You can look at his stats and see that. How many singles, how many doubles, how many triples does he have? All you have to do is look at the stats. This man sells out for home runs all the time. Is he valuable to his team? Of course. Is he doing something historic? Yes. But so is Aaron Judge. And it's not just one thing Aaron Judge is doing. It's many, many, many things. He is the American League MVP. If he doesn't get voted American League MVP, it's a farce. I do think the vote would be very close. It's going to be one of those situations where a tie is possible, because everybody's going to be virtually everyone will be voting Aaron Judge and or Cal Raleigh. There's really no other argument besides those two athletes. It could create a tie or a razor thin margin for MVP this season. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I'm going to put this link in the chat for everybody to know. Just got the email from YouTube. Our memberships have been activated. So if you guys want to join, it's $2.99. You'll get a badge. We have some exclusive emojis when it comes to Yanks Morning Brew, Uptown Sports TV. We will be adding some more, and we'll be sprinkling around some more exclusive membership-only content when it comes to live chats during the MLB postseason. So be on the lookout for that. So if you guys want to support us and help us grow, it's $2.99 a month. It goes a long way when it comes to helping this channel grow, helping us when it comes to adding new features to the channel. And we definitely appreciate you guys. But back to this conversation, because it's annoying, because Cal Raleigh is having a historic season, but so is Aaron Judge. I have a tweet here from Yankee Source that I want to share real quick. Some people are fans of Yankee Source. Some people aren't. I think a good tweet is still a good tweet. But Yankee Source says, I think it's good to appreciate what we're witnessing with Aaron Judge. MVP race aside, hitting for over a 200 OPS plus and 50 plus home runs is insane in this age of baseball. Consider how difficult it is to sustain that type of offensive dominance in a league where everyone throws 98 miles an hour plus, with the best secondary this league has ever seen. That's a big reason why no one besides Aaron Judge has done it since Barry Bonds in 2001. I can't argue with anything that he just said. Wow, I just realized it was not on the screen. And shout out to the Ace Avenue for becoming a member of the Bronx Brew. I appreciate you, the Ace Avenue. Burr, 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 burr.
Ace, focus on the show. What are you doing on your phone there? I'm just kidding.
Got to support the cause. Got to support the cause.
I know. I mean, look, Aaron Judge is constantly in these conversations with Barry Bonds, Babe Ruth, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa. Like, what are we talking about? It's crazy. I mean, I refuse to believe that it's just Judge fatigue. Like, grow up, get over it, you know? Like, I don't know. It's a farce. If he doesn't get MVP, listen, if Cal Raleigh breaks Aaron Judge's record, he would have to hit 63 home runs. Okay, he's at 60 now. He's got 4 games left to hit 3 more home runs. Then I would still think that, in my opinion, Aaron Judge is the MVP. However, if Cal Raleigh gets awarded MVP, I would understand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what it would require for me. He would have to hit 63. And then we can kind of understand, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, he's got 4 games left to do it. He might do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want him to hit 63.
Well, I don't either, but he could do it.
Yeah, that's my Judge's award.
Yeah, I think, right. It's only right that it's a Yankee that has that award, but it's like I wouldn't be surprised he got it because they're throwing him meatballs. A lot of the pitches for Cal Raleigh are like dead set right down the middle. When the game is ready out of hand, he's hitting 2, and I'm like, bro, these garbage time ass home runs that you're hitting, bro. Like, it's funny, right? It was Brooke Knows Baseball that came up with the analytic where she was talking about impact.
Shout out to Brooks.
Yeah, shout out to her. She's a great content creator. Talking about impact on the game, making it a stat. I don't think any of those Kyle Raleigh home runs would be that impactful because they come in a lot of garbage time. So I'm just saying.
I want to shout out Theo Nosebleed section, becoming a member over here at Uptown Sports TV. Theo Nosebleed, appreciate you. Thank you so much. And also, we got a $5 super chat from our guy, Big Ant NYC, with the $5 super chat, helping us keep the lights on. And I appreciate you. In my heart, I want Judge to be the MVP, but I think the MVP will be a split. Also, remember, Judge missed a lot of games and still, but in the numbers. Yeah, no, I think it's going to go to Cal Raleigh. My vote is for Aaron Judge. If I ever get, I hope one day I'm able to get a vote to for MVP or Hall of Fame. But I will vote for Aaron Judge. I think they're going to give it to Cal Raleigh because he
Le-
got the 60 home runs. I've been saying it. If he gets to 60 home runs, I don't even think 63. If he gets to 60 home runs, they're going to give it to him. And if he gets to 63, oh, it's a guarantee he has it.
Yeah.
I think also it's I don't want to say it's like not fair, but it's not the same because when Judge was chasing the record, it was a 60-year-old record. Okay? No one had even touched it in 60 years. They were cutting into football games to show Aaron Judge's at bats. Stadiums were booing him everywhere he went. There was so much pressure on him. There was such a media conglomerate around Aaron Judge chasing this record. Cal Raleigh didn't have any of that. Not only is he getting pitches to hit, not only is that happening, but he doesn't have the pressure. He's not breaking into football games for people to watch his at bats. He's not getting booed everywhere he goes. It's so
Yep.
up.
Yep. They're not making the commemorative baseballs. Like I haven't seen any of those.
Right.
Like I doubt if he breaks it, that ball would be as expensive as Aaron Judge's. Because you're right, it's about the history. I mean, we just saw it, but that just goes to show you how great Judge is that he can make that history, and it's because he's a New York Yankee, not just because Cal Raleigh's doing it on the West Coast when half of the casual fans are sleeping. Ain't nobody paying attention to that. They're really not.
You ain't lying. Now, we got somebody that wanted to join us in the conversation. So I sent out the bat signal. It's been a minute since they've been on. Our good friend Erica wanted to join us in on the conversation while she took a little break from work. She's like, listen, I got a break from work so I could come on. Habla mierda, and then I could leave. So Erica, let me get a thumbs up. Let me know you're ready to rock out. Erica, I hope all is well. I've missed you, my friend. I hope you had a great time in Puerto Rico. I got the FOMO watching your Instagram story, but how you feeling?
I'm doing really good, man. A lot going on in life right now, so it's pretty exciting. But yeah, I felt the need to come on here. I've been super busy with work and, like I said, life because we're closing on a house, so that's really cool.
Hey,
But
Congratulations.
yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah. But first and foremost, hi guys. Hi Grace.
Hi.
Hi. Hi Heck. Yeah, I heard you guys talking about the Aaron Judge stuff, and I was like, my blood started boiling because I've been having this conversation for. I mean, we've been having this conversation for a while now, but I just feel like in the last week, and then especially with last night happening, it's turned up to 1,000. The odds in Vegas have changed. Like Cal Raleigh is the favorite now, even though last week he wasn't. But you guys started to make all the points that I wanted to make, right? Like heck, same thing. I said if he hit 60, it was over, and it has everything to do with the storyline, right? It's
Mhm.
just if he breaks it, it's out there in the media. And Aaron Judge, as you said, it's the fatigue, but yeah, it's not Aaron Judge's fault that the Mariners sucked for so long. Like, oh yeah, now they're in the playoffs because Cal Raleigh, right, hit all these home runs, and like, what are we talking about? Like that's like, how is that Aaron Judge's fault? Like, do you see the numbers he's putting up? Like, the reason why the Yankees are in the playoffs, he's season over season over season, is because of this man. But I saw some arguments that one was like, obviously him being a prime position, but apparently he hasn't let a single pass ball get by him, and that since Johnny benched, that hasn't been done. And I'm just like, cool, that's what Gold Gloves are for. Like, next question. Like, what do you want me to do? And then I saw another one where actually, I think in '98, Sammy Sosa lost the MVP to Mark McGuire, and
Mhm.
or the other way around, and Sosa had the higher on base plus slugging. So they're just like, well, so now I'm just like, all right, it's happened before, like we'll see. But yeah, I mean, you look at September, the walks make up half of Aaron Judge's at bats. I think he's had 67 at bats and he's had 28 walks. Like, what are we doing? And like you said, Cal Raleigh's getting meatballs down the middle, and they don't even want to pitch to Judge. You're talking about teams like the White Sox who don't want to pitch to Judge. Like, you're not even
Exactly.
in it. You're not even in it. What
Mhm.
are we doing? So I just think it's unfair that they continue to make excuses for Cal Raleigh, right? And they don't make those same excuses for Judge, because if you want to excuse him not having the same offensive stats as Judge because he catches, then I mean that means you could use Aaron Judge playing in New York. Like, he's doing it in New York. He's doing it on a bigger stage, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, but I just get really frustrated, and same thing with last year. Otani, I know Otani and Lindor was a conversation, but if you just looked at stats, like obviously Otani was the clear MVP,
Mhm.
but the argument was, oh, Lindor plays a prime position and he's a Gold Glover. Yeah, but he still didn't win. So I hope that the whoever votes for this has some common sense, because what Aaron Judge is doing is crazy. And I also wanted to say Nathaniel in the chat is all of a sudden a Mariners fan. I remember beginning of the year he was a Dodgers
What?
fan.
I was about to say, I
So
was going to call him out.
must be nice. Must be nice.
Erica came for his neck.
I had to.
Now is he
That man
now is
jumped
he
the
gonna
ship.
do now is he gonna do that thing where the Dodgers are my NL team and the Mariners are my
That's
AL
good.
team?
Yeah, it may be.
Yeah.
Maybe. There's a stat that I wanted to point out. Because what we are seeing this season is historic. I don't want to take anything away from Aaron Judge or Cal Raleigh because of my Yankee bias, right? But yesterday was the first time in MLB history that you had 3 players with 50 plus home runs have multi home run games. That was Kyle Raleigh, Aaron Judge, and Kyle Schwarber. And the amount of years that this game has been played, that is the first time in MLB history that we have 3 players, 50 plus home runs, having multi home run games. 2025 is a different breed of baseball. And when you look at the numbers that Aaron Judge is putting up, no shade to the players from yesteryear. I'm not shading Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, none of them. But when Babe Ruth was hitting home runs, the average fastball was about 70 miles per hour, right? When Mickey Mantle was playing, they didn't have to do these road trips, East Coast to West Coast, granted, private jet, all these luxury stuff. I get that. They didn't have that back in the day. I understand that stuff. I'm not saying it's easier now to play back then, but the level of competition is far more better now than what it was back then. I remember growing up watching baseball, 2002, 2003, 2004, when Aroldis Chapman made his major league debut, and Joel Zumaya made his major league debut, those were the only guys throwing 100 miles per hour. And now every team has at least one guy coming out of the bullpen, one guy in that starting rotation that can hit 100 miles per hour. It is a different breed of baseball.
Oh yeah, I remember as a kid, like Nolan Ryan was a crazy flamethrower for throwing like 98. You know what I mean? Like it was like, did you hear? They threw a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Now somebody throws 98, and we're like, the velo's down. Is he okay?
Like, you know what's funny? You said Nolan Ryan, and it's crazy. Back then, 98, 99 miles per hour, that was like something that nobody has ever seen.
Right.
On the Texas Rangers, you got Jacob deGrom, and you got other guys that throw 90, 99, 100 miles per hour like it's nothing.
Exactly. It's crazy. It's so hard. It's so hard now. And that's why you have to put the context around these things that Aaron Judge is doing. You have to.
Yeah.
And MVP typically nowadays has been traditionally, I don't want to say always, but 9 times out of 10, it's been a WAR award. Aaron Judge still leads Cal Raleigh in WAR. That stat, it was created to weigh the value of a player.
All I'm saying is that if they're not having the same conversation for the NL MVP, which is literally a similar situation that they're having with the AL MVP, then that's crazy. Because if you look at Kyle Schwarber versus Otani right now, it is literally carbon copy of what's going on with Raleigh and Judge, except that neither of these players play defense. So, because it's Schwarber leads in home runs and RBIs and nothing else, and Otani leads in every other category. But the clear-cut winner over there is Otani right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting.
They'll sprinkle in. Well, he pitched this year. He's got 50 strikeouts, 50-50 club. Like, that's what they'll pitch in over there when it comes to Otani. But like you guys were saying, this is a time where it's a lot more difficult to play baseball. Like that, just from an athletic standpoint, people are more athletic and more in shape now than they were back then. Think about it back in the days. Dude, they were playing part-time players. Not everybody was full-time even back then, and they were putting up those kind of numbers. It's just a different era, but that also shouldn't hurt those guys back then because you could only play in the era that you're built in. But Aaron Judge is doing things on a grand scale in the entire history of baseball that we've just never seen before, and it's just something that, like I said, we take his greatness for granted.
Yeah, I just want to point something out. Lisa, I'm not sure if you misheard us, but we was talking about like Nolan Ryan in the 90s when he was in his 40s, when he was throwing 98, 99 miles per hour. I'm not sure if you like misheard what we were saying, but I appreciate you in the chat. Thank you so much. Double A, salute to all. I told you we would win the division. We are running on all cylinders going into the playoffs for the first time in years. Freed Cy Young. Why not 19 wins below a 3 ERA? My man, Double A. Whatever's in your coffee, Double A, save some for me, Grace, and Erica, because we need that. And I'm with you, Double A, on the vibes that you're feeling for this season, especially going into the postseason. I think right now the Yankees' energy. The Yankees are at a high. I think over 20 games over 500. That's a season high for the Yankees right now.
Yep.
Can I just say one thing real quick to Lisa and everybody else? Just as a side note, I want y'all to know that I personally believe Nolan Ryan is the greatest pitcher of all time. In my opinion, he is the GOAT. Okay, I didn't mean to say anything disrespectful to Nolan Ryan. Also, I've met him in person. That man is a bad man. Even now at his age, he is so kind. His wife is very kind. They live in Texas. I'm a Texas girl. Like, trust me, Nolan Ryan is an icon. I love him. I know he threw more than 98. I'm just talking about how the novelty of 98 even, was crazy. What he was doing on an average basis, even as an older player. So please let me just say that real quick before we go on. Nolan Ryan to me is the GOAT.
Nice.
That's all I wanted to
say. What Double A was saying, right? Max Fried has had a year for us this year, like legit. 19 wins, leads MLB. Honorable mention to Carlos Rodon, who's up there as well, who will be pitching today. 286 ERA, 189 strikeouts, and is an all-star, exactly what we've needed this year. And he's pitched very well against big teams as we're heading into October. We are not where we are right now without Max Fried. He has been our ace this year, and he's been everything that we've needed, despite even missing some time. So he needs some flowers. He definitely does.
I'm a double down on what you say right now, because Max Fried, everybody talks about and reminisce on the offseason. The Yankees signed CC Sabathia and CC's first year with the New York Yankees. This first year from Max Fried is better than CC Sabathia's first year with the New York Yankees. In 2009, that postseason run, the Yankees relied on CC Sabathia and AJ Burnett. I'm sorry. Max Fried and Carlos Rodon is a better 1-2 punch than CC Sabathia and AJ Burnett back then. AJ Burnett had an ERA that was over 4. So Carlos Rodon's ERA, if he could go 6 scoreless innings in his next start, his ERA could be under 3. That would be the first time in Yankees history they would have 2 starting pitchers with at least 17 wins apiece with an ERA below 3. Again, I'm going to say this. Carlos Rodon and Max Fried, this version that we're seeing right now, if they could stay healthy, is a better 1-2 punch going into the postseason than CC Sabathia and AJ Burnett was in 2009.
Oh my God. I hope we get it. I hope it all goes the way we want and we get like our dreams all come true. I hope that last year was just practice for this year. I hope Carlos Rodon comes into the playoffs as a seasoned playoff veteran now. Max Fried, as we know, is already a playoff veteran and a World Series champion. So I think all the pieces are there. They just have to stay out of their own way. That's it. Play good baseball, stay out of your own way. And they are so talented. They could go all the way. They really, really could.
I agree. They're gelling at the right time. The moves that were made, like the holes have been plugged. This team is really deep. It's real offensively. It's very deep. I know that we still have the question marks with Wells offensively, and like Ryan McMahon strikes out a lot. But what he's doing at third base, some of the plays he was making the game one against the White Sox, I was making an ugly face. I was like, oh, that's disgusting. Like, those are. It's nice to have someone there at third base like that. Anthony Volpe, I mean, I've been critical of him, but it looks like the MVP of the season, if they win it all, is that cortisone shot. Shout out to the cortisone shots everywhere. Because he looks a little bit like a different hitter. Either he had a chip on his shoulder, and I don't trust it because I've seen him go through these ups and downs, and he does go on hot streaks, but he looks a little bit more confident. And if he doesn't work out, Caballero has been a stud of a trade, you know. So yeah, this team is really deep, and it makes me so upset that Garrett Cole is missing out on this because
Facts.
that 1, 2, 3 would be disgusting in any 5-game series, 3-game series, 7-game series. Like, that's why I don't want them. I want them to win the division because I think in a 3-game series it's tough because then you're putting a Luis Heel or a Cam Schlittler in a game 3 must-win game. I like them set up more for a 5-game series and obviously 7-game. But yeah, I agree with you, Grace. It just feels like there is a little bit of a chip on the shoulder for us fans as well, and I hope that they lock in because this team, it's the best team on paper. I mean, you look across the entire league. There's nobody running away with it except for the Brewers, and the Brewers tend to put themselves in the situation a lot, and they end up being a first round, knockout. Like they somehow get knocked out in the first round. So I don't know. It seems a little weak. I feel like we have to take advantage.
I just want to point something out real quick, and I'll throw it over to Ace to continue the conversation. But when you look at Anthony Volpe, and I understand it's been a mixed bag, a roller coaster of emotions when it comes to Anthony Volpe, especially this season. But do not forget, last year in the postseason, Chris on Twitter pointed this out. He had a 286 batting average, a 407 on base percentage, 408 slugging, which gave him an 815 OPS. Since getting that cortisone shot, in 7 games, Anthony Volpe has a 173 WRC plus. He's batting 400. He's slugging 500, and he has an F4 of 0.3. First off, I don't know what the fucking F4 is. So if anybody does, shoot me a DM and explain that to me. Secondly,
I think it's baseball reference war.
Whatever it is whatever it is.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know what it is.
that's
Somebody shoot me a tutorial on what it is. I don't know what it is. But what I will say is, and I got a new stat to throw out there. It's called the Jose Caballero War. The better Jose Caballero has played, the better Anthony Volpe has played. So if we're going to have a combination of Caballero and Anthony Volpe as our shortstop, if Caballero's bringing a heat to Anthony Volpe, which is forcing him to play better, that's what I want and that's what I need, because that's the one thing us Yankee fans, we've been begging for. The Yankees they haven't had somebody who could put the fire underneath Anthony Volpe and threaten his job. There's the B war, pro roar. It's Fangraph wins above replacement. All right. They made up their own stat. So we got the Jose Caballero war over here, Uptown Sports TV. That's what we're going to do. But no, like I said, we've been begging for the Yankees to have somebody on the bench that can light the fire under Anthony Volpe, that can threaten his job, and we got that in Jose Caballero. And my question to y'all is, do the Yankees trade for Jose Caballero if Oswald Cabrera is not injured?
I don't think so.
I don't think the Yankees do a lot of trades if Cabrera wasn't injured.
Yeah.
I don't think they make.
I think that
traded.
Yeah, and I also think the Yankees would have been in first place if Oswaldo Cabrera hadn't been injured. They would have been in a totally different position going into the trade deadline.
Agreed.
Yeah, because he's a glue guy, and it felt good to see Waldo in the booth the other day. Like, I can't wait to see him get back. Ahmed Rosario's done a great job at filling in that excitement, that glue guy type role. But it's nothing like your homegrown. But when it comes to Volpe versus Caballero, you need that. It's that steel sharpened steel. You need that fire under your ass to really get there.
Mhm.
Like we saw how Volpe played when he was hungry, when Peraza first had the job, and then he took it from him.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, it's the complacency where you get a little comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But Volpe has had big moments. When it comes to the playoffs, Volpe has the experience. This guy hit a grand slam in the World Series. That's no scrub stuff right there. Volpe has had moments. He's just a very streaky player. But you notice Volpe gets at his hottest after some rest time when he's not thrown out there every day. Always gets off to a hot start beginning of the season, hot start after the All-Star break, and when he got benched, hot start. So you got to get some rest. And like Grace was screaming all year round, get this guy some help. And Jose Caballero was the exact help that Anthony Volpe needs. Now, when it comes to the playoffs, I fully expect Anthony Volpe to be starting every day because they like Jose Caballero coming off the bench as that weapon that, let's say Giancarlo Stanton gets on in the 8th inning. You know you're pinch running Jose Caballero to get you 2 bases, as simple as that. And I think that's going to be the model for the Yankees. But we definitely saw Volpe get better when he's gotten rest and when Caballero's been on the team.
And yesterday during the Yankees warm-up, I'm going to say this real fast and I'll toss it over to Grace. Jose Caballero was having a conversation with Brendan Cuddy, one of the Yankees beat writers, and listening to the conversation, Caballero, they was talking about like his role and the type of player that he is. He's like, I understand my game. I understand what I do best on the field. He said, if I wanted to go out there and in 50 at-bats, strike out 45 times and hit 5 home runs, I can do that. But that's not my game. That doesn't help the team win more games. What helped the team win more games is when I play great defense, is when I get on base and I use my best asset, which is my wheels. And he was having a conversation, and no lie, he was kind of throwing some subs at Cal Schwarber because he was talking about Schwarber and like his oh my God, Arise, and talking about how players want to be more like Cal Schwarber because Cal Schwarber is getting paid more. So that's why players, they're willing to strike out 200 times a season if they can hit 40 home runs because that's going to guarantee them that $300 million contract. Jose Caballero say, I know the type of player I am. I can go out there and in 50 at-bats, strike out 45 times, but I can hit you 5 home runs. That's the type of player that I could be, but that doesn't help the team win games. So understanding his role, understanding where he fits in the lineup, I think that's why he's the perfect piece for this team. One of the best bench pickups that I think Brian Cashman has made in the middle of the season in a very long time.
Yeah, he's been awesome. I wanted to say real quick about Volpe, too, when we were talking about him and improving on defense and stuff. I want to say a big shout out to him for his base running, which seems to be back to where we missed it being, where he is legging out, turning singles into doubles with his legs, stealing over to third, and then he was able to score on a wild pitch the other day because he had stole his way around, and he created a run for the team. That's what we want out of Anthony Volpe. It was so great to see that aspect of his game coming back as well. So, shout out to that.
Facts. Erica, I'm not sure. I think your screen is messed up. I'm gonna just remove you from Erica if you can. Just refresh and rejoin. Sometimes Restream does that. Go ahead, Ace.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it's a good situation to have because, and I'm also looking to next year too because Caballero is on this team for next year, so it could add some positivity when it comes to Volpe as well. Erica, what are your thoughts on all that?
When I refreshed, I didn't hear what you were able to say.
Oh, Erica, I'm sorry. The audio is like real choppy. Rejoin and come back. My fault. It's just Restream really messes up sometimes, especially on iOS devices. Sorry. Grace is like, now I know how.
I'm traumatized.
No, Mom.
Code 45.
Yeah, exactly.
Code 45.
No, don't say that. I'm going to have nightmares about that, y'all.
Oh, man. Go ahead. Whoever wants to take it.
Yeah, I mean, so looking forward, right? 4 games left. How do you guys think
It's all love, Nathaniel.
Aaron Boone is going to handle the puzzling of these last 4 games in regards to the bullpen, resting guys, possibly playing in a wild card series, Or do you think it's like pedal to the metal, go for the jugular, go for the division? I mean, this is such a hard way to end the season for Aaron Boone specifically. I mean, he has got to tread so lightly these next 4. I don't know what I don't know what the plan is. Because as of right now, the Blue Jays still have control over their own destiny. If they win out and the Yankees win out, the Jays will win the division, okay? But if they drop one game, I mean, what would you do? What do you think Boone is going to do?
I'll tell you this. He's going to have a better plan than what the Blue Jays have because they look like they're panicking because I don't know if you guys caught this. On FanDuel, they changed their starter for today. It was supposed to be Shane Bieber, but they now have Shane Bieber that they pulled him to maybe have him in line for a first game of the wild card.
Yeah.
So they might be.
They don't even have faith in themselves that they can win the division.
No. And what does that tell your players?
Oh, wow. This is crazy.
Yep.
Also,
could you imagine Boone did that? We be furious.
Also,
man.
I'm not sure if you guys saw this, right? But the Yankees radio, they were talking mess yesterday. I got a clip right here from Dave Sims. They were talking about the Blue Jays. I'm gonna play it right now. Hold on. Let me raise the audio.
And it went over the bag, and he didn't get a call. It went over the front corner of the bag, and he didn't get the call.
Yeah, that's when he
And then he had
got a little angry.
Our friends at John Boy, Jimmy did a little lip reading, and you could see Springer say, "If you want to give the title to New York, just give it to him."
Just let me know. Yeah, you know, here's what that means to me, is that Toronto's feeling the pressure
in their head. There's 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, pitch outside.
Hey, blame the Yankees. So I guess it was the Yankees' fault that Kurt got thrown out from right field to end the game yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, it was blamed out on the Yankees.
I wanted so bad for something to happen last night where a Yankee would turn and go, "If you want Toronto to win, just say that." But of course, they would never do that. But
We're
the
a classy
pettiness
organization.
Well, too classy for me because if I was on the Yankees,
Oh no, I'm petty too. Screw that.
That shit is embarrassing, though. Sorry for cursing, but that's embarrassing.
It
The
is.
fact that they caught him saying whatever, his lips saying that, like, especially from George Springer, you know, the guy that got given a ring in 2017 for cheating. Yeah, that's so beautiful. So ironic.
If they want New York to win, just tell me and give it to them already. Whoa.
God.
Obviously, give it to them.
Well, I can say this because I'm somebody who shaved his head because I'm bald. My man, your hairline,
Facts.
let it go. Let it go. If this was, you ever seen the movie Frozen? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go, bro. Okay, just shave it. I apologize. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
If they want New York to win, just tell me and give it to them already. Whoa. Obviously, Blue Jays fans are feeling that like, oh, they're rigging it for New York. They're rigging it for the Yankees to win the division. Kind of wild to hear a player or see a player say that. Yeah, I just didn't expect that to be what he said. But then I expected this. How do you miss that? It's right in front of him. And I agree with him there.
That straight look at the camera got me, bro. He's just like looking all dumbfounded.
I will say it looked like a fair ball that he hit down third baseline, and he got called out on a ball that was not a strike. And
Yeah.
I will say that I do agree with Springer that those two calls were messed up, but it had nothing to do with New York, my guy.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Because my hand is raised. Who is
Hector?
Who is leading Major League Baseball since 2017 with strikes at his knees that are balls that are called strikes? Who is it? I didn't get to finish.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron.
Yep.
And he doesn't complain. I think maybe twice.
He's been thrown out once in his career.
And that
Aaron
was
Judge is a superstar.
Ridiculous.
Facts, Hector. Your hairline, absolutely.
Yeah, that was it's embarrassing that that's the first thing you think
Hold
of.
on to try to grow mine's back.
It's a bad look. But
I
that's
just
just
want to
me.
say there's nothing wrong with men with a receding hairline.
No,
That's all
absolutely
I want
not.
to say.
No, absolutely not. Just
Oh,
embrace it.
we know. Heck,
Okay.
heck, it's as simple as this. God didn't give us hair because it'd be unfair for the other men. It's as
That's a
simple
fact.
Oh,
as that.
beautiful.
That's a fact. That's why I got it on my face. Anywho, finish up the conversation now. When it comes down to the rest of the season, the Yankees we got 4 more games left. We got to sweep the White Sox right now. We got a 3-game set coming up against the Baltimore Orioles. Toronto is setting up they're going with a bullpen game today. They don't believe that they can win, and I think that sends a very bad message to your team, to your organization. If that's the message that you're sending to your fan base, that you don't believe that your team can win any games, that you're going to give up the division. They're already setting themselves up for the wild card game. If I'm Aaron Boone, to your question, Grace, pedal to the metal. I'm going for the division. I'm going for the division. I need my bullpen rested. I want that little 5-game break where my guys can get rested because I think Erica pointed it out. No, Ace pointed it out. When Anthony Volpe has rest, he plays better. So I want Anthony Volpe to have an extra 4 to 5 days of rest so he can play a lot better.
So you're willing to risk the exhaustion of the bullpen in order to nail down these next few game wins at the risk of them being tired entering into a possible wild card 3-game series.
If the Texas saying is right, if that's the pot calling the kettle black, then absolutely, Grace.
You got to go for it because it's right. Because I mean, like Aaron Boone, they've been telling us, right? It's right in front of us, right? That's what they've been saying. So if it's right in front of us, you got to go out and get it. And it's all about navigating, but that's why it's going to put some pressure on the starters. Like we got a good outing from Max Fried yesterday. Can we get another good outing from Carlos Rodon? Go 6-7. You know, the bats, if you can get going, then you could just throw guys like Paul Blackburn out there, who's probably not going to be on it anyway. Have him eat up some innings, you know, help him get another contract next year. Ryan Yarborough as well.
Yeah.
But we're going to need our starters and the bats to go crazy. And then maybe, you know, that gives the bullpen some rest.
Absolutely, because I can't wait for the Yankees if they could wrap this division up and on the last game of the season, call up Spencer Jones. No, honestly,
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Grace is shaking her head. She does not like that.
No, she doesn't like that. That's why I threw it out there.
By the way, Grisham went yard again.
Yes.
That guy is a freak. His swing is so bizarre. Am I wrong? He doesn't follow through. Like, I don't know. It's almost like he stops. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I want to be clear. Grisham is having an incredible season.
Grisham.
Shout out to Trent Grisham. He's gonna get paid. He's gonna steal a bag from another team that's not named the Yankees.
Yeah, I agree. He ain't coming back. He's gonna ask for a lot of money, and he should get it.
And he should get it because he's playing phenomenal. Nosebleed
Just
section said they would get a 5 days off, Grace, and I think 5 days is solid. It's not like I know it's an extra 2 days. Last year was like a whole week. It's 5 days off. I'm okay with them having 5 days off.
What I'm saying is, okay, go with me. If you go balls to the wall for the next 4 games to try to win the division, right? And let's say you win all 4 games. In those 4 games, you use every single bullpen tool that you have in order to get these wins. At the end of that time, you could still lose the division because if Toronto wins more games than the Yankees, they will win. Okay, so now you're in a situation that you won all 4 games, you still lost the division, and now you only have 1 day off before you go into a 3-game wildcard series and your bullpen is gassed. That's what I'm saying. So I understand if they do win the division, they'll have 5 days off before the DS. But I'm saying it's still a risk because the future is not in our hands. We have to have Toronto lose more games than we do. So in this situation, it's just tricky because Boone has to decide, do I go balls to the wall and possibly still lose the division and my bullpen's gassed and now I have a 3-game series to play? Or do I try to rest my bullpen, see what happens, and head into the wild card? Do you know what I'm saying?
We just need Toronto
Yeah, we do.
to lose 2 games.
Right.
If they go 2-2 down the stretch, and we go 3-1. That's it. We win.
Right.
We just got to go.
You're right.
Yeah, we just got to win one more game than them.
We just got to win one.
Right.
Yeah, we just got to win one more game to 3-0.
Yeah. Where I stand is this. You got to go for it. Scared money don't make no money. You got to go out there and just handle that. And also, with the day off, like even if we are in a wild card, you get the one day off. I trust Max Fried enough to go deeper into the first game of the wild card where we might not have to use a lot of bullpen. So maybe that's 2 days off that they get. But and then with Carlos Rodon as well, maybe that's another 3 days that they get. But we'll see what happens. But if the offense shows up, we might not have that problem.
I just want to point out the poll that we put when it came to Aaron Judge and Cal Raleigh. We got 40 votes. The poll was 90% for Aaron Judge, 10% for Cal Raleigh. That 10%, it's just one person voted for Cal Raleigh, and I don't think we have to guess who that was. I think it was Nathaniel Crenshaw that voted for Cal Raleigh. I think he's the only one that did. Shout out to Nathaniel Crenshaw in the chat. I appreciate you for participating in the poll.
That's hilarious. We're not biased at all around here.
No, not at all. No, definitely not biased. We got over 45 people watching us. If you guys can, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. When it comes to subscribers on YouTube, we're sitting at 5,709. So help us out. Hit that subscribe button. Also, in the description of this video, make sure you guys go and subscribe to the Ace Avenue. His YouTube channel is in the description of this video. Show us his Twitter, and as well for Grace, make sure you guys follow us on all social media platforms. We got about like 20 more minutes before we wrap things up. Grace, Ace, where do you want to take it?
Let's talk about the other teams that are in contention. Just a little. Let's just touch on the other teams. Detroit fell out.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I meant the American League. Detroit fell out, y'all. They are no longer in first place. They are in the wild card. If they lose one more game, they're out of the wild card. The Astros are only a half game back of the Detroit Tigers now. The Astros are on the edge, outside looking in. The Astros might miss the postseason. The Tigers might miss the postseason. The Guardians came out of nowhere and took first place. I mean, Boston is still doing Boston things. This picture is crazy right now.
I love baseball. The storylines are insane. Like you said, Houston about missing the playoffs for the first time since 2016 is there. This is the collapse of the Tigers. They lost a 9.5 game lead in 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
If that were me, if I was a fan, I don't know. You'd have to talk me off the ledge. And then the Diamondbacks and the Reds are, they're in charge of their own fate. The Mets keep losing. Went out and spent a ton of money this offseason after making it to the NLCS and potentially not even making the playoffs. Like, how can you not love baseball? You know what I mean? The Yankees are going for the AL East in the last 4 games of the season. There's just so much. I was watching MLB Big Inning yesterday, and I was just so invested into every game. It's so much fun. I just wish that the Yankees clinched the AL East already.
I want to shout out Lisa Lopez in the chat who says, I agree, go for the division, but rest Volpe until the end of his contract. You can tell Lisa's not a Volpe fan. Shout out to Lisa. Appreciate you in the chat.
I get it.
Arizona sold. Cleveland sold.
Cleveland was trying to
beauty of baseball.
Stephen Kwan.
This is what I'm saying. This is crazy.
Technically the Red Sox too. Like, they got rid of Devers and got better, and their young kids, stepped up. But that Romy Gonzalez injury kind of sucked for them. But whatever.
Romy,
it's crazy.
Anthony.
But that's the beauty of baseball. It gets exciting. I know MLB is excited. I know MLB is excited right now too, because nothing is wrapped up. So it's probably going to be like the last game of the season where things finally get fully locked in. But it's just a great time to be a baseball fan. It seems like nobody wants that last wild card spot between the Mets, Diamondbacks, and Reds. Like, both Reds and Diamondbacks got in the extra innings at home, couldn't finish it out. It happens, especially because Arizona's going against the Dodgers, who are also still trying to they haven't clinched the division yet. I mean, they'll get it, but they haven't clinched it yet because the Padres are 2.5 back. But could you imagine if the Mets don't make it?
I
Like,
mean,
they
after
get
all the
smoke,
all the
the
smack they were
criticism.
talking. Did you guys see the tweet where they were saying that this was a rebuild year?
Yeah,
And it
imagine.
got and people were just like clowning the guy that put it. I think he got retweeted a bunch of times and just people talking smack. But yeah, like they're really quiet right now. Those Mets fans that were down my throat, they're really quiet right now about that season. But Soto's having a great year, so you can't say it's him.
No, it's not Soto. You can't blame Juan Soto. Like Juan Soto is having a phenomenal year for the Mets. I saw this thing on Twitter, and I wanted to save it for this conversation. I want to play it real quick, and I'll toss it over because the script writers, right? You can't make it up. If you're talking about Hollywood and baseball's rigged, you can't make it up when it comes to this. This was probably one of the funniest things I saw this morning.
The Mets are going to suck this year. Nope, they're going to win 50 of their first 70 games. How is that believable? Because then they're going to lose 14 of their next 17 games, sending their fan base into a spiral. Okay, that makes sense. Then they'll win 14 of their next 20 games. Wait, they're going to start winning again? Nope, then they're going to lose 14 of their next 16 games after that. This seems like an emotional roller coaster. It's just the beginning. After that, they're going to win 12 of their next 20, challenging the Phillies for the division lead. That doesn't seem possible. Then, right when they're supposed to take the lead from the Phillies, they're going to lose 8 games in a row. That's something the Mets would do. With one last final hope to get a wild card spot, the Mets are going to lose the wild card to another team. Who? Giants? Nope. The Reds. That's perfect. The Reds are fucking horrible. The Reds suck worse than the Mets.
Damn,
Yeah.
they're feeling it over there, dude. I got one of my friends and mods on the channel is a big Met fan, and he already called out the script. He said, dude, I expect us fully to have the last wild card spot and then get swept by the Marlins. That's what they're feeling right now.
Oh my god!
And the Marlins are saying the Marlins they're welcoming it. The Marlins cannot wait for this series against the Mets to close out the season.
They literally put for Sandy Alcantara to pitch against them in their final homestand.
Oh yeah.
Like,
there will be blood.
I feel for Mets fans because I'm a Jets fan, and it's just like you go in just. You're not shocked by anything. I don't think any of them are shocked that they're in this situation. But it is funny for them to be eating crow after all the Soto trash talk. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you got to sit back and laugh. Like, it's just classic Mets. But I do think they're going to make it. And for some reason, they'll make another run. But yeah, it is funny to watch. I mean, I feel bad, but at the same time, you just gotta laugh.
Well,
Little brother syndrome.
If they make it, they're going against the Dodgers first round. So
yeah, but the Dodgers are in shambles. Like, their bullpen is worse than ours. I don't know.
Yeah, Tanner Scott is feeling it, but I don't think MLB is not going to let the Mets lose to the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers lose to the Mets.
What are you, George Springer? You want LA to win? Just
it's the show. It's the show. Hey, that's what it is.
I saw this. First of all, shout out to the fellas at WFAN. Shout out to my man Anthony Gallo, 1/3 of Theo Allen friend. He is like the head of digital at WFAN. If you know Gallo from the channel, but he edits all these shorts for WFAN, and this was hilarious. Hold on, where's it?
Guys, I am sick and tired of hearing how Juan Soto and Pete Alonso only won 40 homers and 100 RBIs. What do you want from them? 60 homers, 150 to make the playoffs? Steve Cohen allowed 3 minor leaguers on this field all year long. He didn't upgrade nobody. Now you're fighting with the playoffs? Let's add some more minor leaguers. 4 minor leaguers you are fighting with to go to the playoffs. Good luck. The team is minor leaguers right now. That's the Mets. You got Lindor, Soto, and Pete Alonso. That's it. After that, we'll wait 3 innings for to get up. That's all you got. Steve Cohen, what? He brought in nobody after Soto. He did nothing. You get what you deserve. Get out of here.
I love this job.
That's a Met fan. First of all, he sound like that old man from that Adam Sandler animated movie. What was it called? The
Eight Crazy Nights.
Yeah. He sound. That's how you sound like. But yeah, that's a Met fan calling in, complaining about their team.
I mean, that's what happens when you give somebody that much money. You just, you give a lot of people that much money. Jeff McNeil has a lot of money over there. Nimmo is getting a lot of money over there. Frankie Montas is getting a lot of money over there. Like, he's throwing money around, and eventually you kind of, I feel like he has unlimited money, but.
I want to ask you guys and Grace and Ace. When Juan Soto signed with the Mets, didn't he say that the Mets minor league system had a better future than didn't he say like the Mets future was better than the Yankees? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
And now he did it. Now he's looking like that SpongeBob meme of Squidward looking outside of them playing, looking at the Yankees and Padres clinch, and getting a little nervous over there.
Yeah, I mean, their young talent has been somewhat of a bright spot, so I'm not gonna trash them completely. Brett Beatty's good. Yeah, I watch a lot of their games. Brett Beatty's good. Alvarez, up and down, but he has his moments. Their pitchers, like they've had some solid pitching, but yeah, it is funny that they are going into a postseason situation with that many minor leaguers. Considering,
I just want to say, I know the ultimate goal is winning the World Series. I get that. And we haven't done that since 2009. I know. I am totally there. But I want to say also that it's great to be a New York Yankees fan because we virtually always have a good team that has a chance to go all the way. And when I turn on the Yankees on a Tuesday night in my house, I know I'm going to be enjoying something. And as a little girl growing up in the middle of Texas in a non-baseball family, when I decided I want to be a baseball fan, what team should I choose? I chose the Yankees. I made a decision to choose the Yankees because I thought they were the best, and I wasn't wrong. Every year of my life, I have watched records get broken. I have watched playoff games. I have watched winning baseball. Yeah, we've had some ups and downs, and we've had some bad years, 2023. I'm looking at you. But overall, the Yankees bring something to my life that is joy and happiness, a sense of togetherness with people that are the greatest fans in the world. So I just want to say, it seems like it's hard to be a Mets fan. Just be a Yankees fan. Because it's great.
Did you hear that stat Michael Kay was talking about on the broadcast where he said the Yankees have played a total of like 28 games that didn't have any playoff implications of like in their entire history of their franchise or something like that?
I think it was in the Brian Cashman era, and yes, I heard that, and that's
Brian
wild.
Cashman, okay, yeah,
that's like 30 years. I mean, yeah, I think it's like 30 years or something. Brian Cashman's been there, right? Or am I wrong on that? I think it's been like 30 years.
Yeah, 30 years. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, to have that kind of impact, or not impact, to have that kind of record, like you said, 28 games that didn't matter. They were probably all in 2023.
And
2008. But I mean, 28 games when the Yankees were mathematically eliminated over 30 years is wild. And that's what I'm saying. The quality they give us as fans. I'm grateful to be a Yankees fan.
Also, too, I just wanted to point something out. This is something that I saw during the game yesterday, and I had to take a picture of this. It came up on the Jumbotron. I'm not sure if they showed this during the game or touched on it. We can agree that over the last 40 games, give or take, 40 or so games, maybe 30 or so games, Ben Rice has become more or less the everyday first baseman. We can agree on that, right? Over that 40-game stretch, Ben Rice is hitting .313. He has a .370 on-base percentage, and he is slugging .558. He has scored 20 runs. He has 10 doubles, 1 triple, 8 home runs, and 27 RBIs. To extrapolate that a little bit further, because we were talking about the string of bad luck that he has had this season, he's starting to get good luck. Over his last 11 games, Ben Rice is hitting .459 with a .487 on base percentage, and he's slugging .730. I'm on the edge of my seat to see what this young man does in the postseason.
I'm becoming a big Ben Rice fan.
Same.
Yeah, he's he lengthens his lineup a lot. Him, Jazz has been great. Jazz has been one of the best Cashman acquisitions, if not like in a trade wise. I mean, yeah, I pay that man.
Yeah.
So he's already throwing out that his World Series or bust. I like the mentality that they have in the clubhouse, because in all the interviews after they clinched, it was like, yeah, we'll celebrate this, but we want the East, right? Like, it's job's not finished. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of guys have that mentality in the clubhouse, but I mean, hopefully they prove it.
Yeah, and also too, this to start the season, Ben Rice was a DH more than a first baseman. The more he has been involved in the play, the more he has played in the field, not just being a DH, his numbers have gone up. He has gotten better as a first baseman. He has gotten better as a catcher as well. Everybody's surprised to see him as his ability as a catcher. He came up through the minor league system as a catcher. The Yankees gave him a first base mitt last year and told him, hey, go learn a position you've never played ever. Even in high school, amateur, literally, you've never played first base. Go and learn it on the fly at the major league level. And he has gotten better as a first baseman as well. So I'm very impressed by Ben Rice.
Me too.
Yeah.
And of course, we love to see those pictures of him as a little kid in his Yankees uniform. So cute.
He's so cute.
I know.
Yeah, he's making some
love to
nasty
see
picks
people
over
live in
there.
their dreams.
Yeah, very impressed with his defense as of late. Some good luck with him as well, because the other day that hit to Taylor that bounced off his glove earlier in the season, he's getting robbed of that. We've seen it all year round, and baseball is just a sport that, it figures itself out. We had people that were worried when Giancarlo Stanton came back that Rice wasn't going to get adequate playing time, but they found a way. Whether it's Goldschmidt, who's been struggling at the right time, or Austin Wells, who's struggling at the right time. Kudos to Aaron Boone for just being able to fit him in the lineup every day, and that's because of the versatility of Ben Rice.
Katie Sharp put this out on Twitter. I just wanted to point this out. It's a stat for Max Fried. Max Fried, 19-5, a 2.86 ERA, 189 strikeouts. Pitchers in Yankees history to have a season with 19 plus wins, 5 or fewer losses, 180 strikeouts in a season, and a sub 2.90 ERA. You know who's on that list? It's Max Fried. You guys know the other Yankee that's on that list? There's only one other Yankee that's on that list. Ron Guidry, 1978. Only 2 Yankees in Yankees franchise history, 2 starting pitchers, lefties, to put up those type of numbers.
Katie Sharp also tweeted something about Aaron Judge last night. If y'all didn't see, Aaron Judge is the only player in MLB history to have 3 seasons with 50 or more home runs and 10 or more stolen bases. There you go.
If he was Ohtani, ESPN would have been gassing up that stat, boy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
I don't know, man. It's going to be upsetting when they give it to Cal Raleigh.
Yeah, it is.
I don't mean to speak the negative energy into existence, but we all know they're going to give it to Cal Raleigh. 1, Yankee fatigue. 2, Aaron Judge fatigue. And 3, he's a catcher, and the rarity of a catcher hitting 60 home runs and a catcher who's a switch hitter as well.
Yep. Oh.
We all know the truth. Aaron Judge is the most valuable player in the American League. Even if they give it to Cal Raleigh, Aaron Judge is the most valuable player in the American League.
And this is no shade to Cal Raleigh. I don't want to take away from what he's done, but he's not the MVP.
Right. And like Ace said, if we go on and take care of our business in the postseason, we won't care. Play that Stephen A. Smith clip. You can give Cal Raleigh the MVP. We don't care because there is no amount of money that will be limiting me on the amount of merchandise I will buy if the Yankees win the World Series.
Same.
Y'all, I already bought that October baseball t-shirt that the Yankees were wearing during the champagne thing. I mean, I was on my phone with the quickness. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, they already got me.
The Yankees gave me a giveaway vest yesterday. It was the most snitch uniform vest ever. Like, it literally looks like a hall monitor uniform with the Yankees logo on it. I would never wear that outside. Like, it's giving neighborhood watch. Like, that's what it's giving. I would never wear that outside. But the Yankees did give me this hat on Hispanic Media Day. So I will be rocking this for the rest of.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So the Yankees did a special one for Hispanic Heritage Media Day.
Oh my gosh, Hector, that is so cool.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I love that.
Speaking of that, heck, man, you got to tell us what it was like when that walk off by Jose Caballero, bro. We got to end it with that.
All right, so I was at the stadium. I sent the image. I was trying, like, I sent it to Ace and to Grace to see where they could see my vantage point, and it was amazing to be able to be in the stadium to witness that. Not only was it was my second walk off that I was there for. No, actually, it was my first walk off this season. I was there for Jason Dominguez, but I left early because I had to go home and fucking write. Sorry for cursing. But that was the first walk off this season that I was a part of, and for it to be on the nights that they clinched was amazing. Seeing them celebrate on the field, that was super dope, super nice. This team is amazing. I appreciate this season with you, Ace, with you, Grace, Erica as well, coming up here, everybody that in the chat. I got one more video that I want to play before we get out of here, but I want to shout out people and I want to toss it around to everybody. Dave in the chat, my brother Super Dave is in the building. Shout out to my guy Dave. I appreciate you as well. But I'm ready. I'm ready for the postseason. I'm ready. The next time we're on this show is next week, Tuesday. That's when the postseason starts. That's when we'll have our first MLB Yankees post game show. We'll have that. Make sure you guys are tuned in next week because that will happen next week.
Yep.
And I cannot be responsible for my emotional reactions. Okay, we need to put a disclaimer at the beginning of the. See, this is why I don't do post game stuff. Okay, because I get real in my feels. But hey, it's gonna be a ride. We'll all go on it together.
Facts.
But a real good short too by Grace the other day. Make sure you guys go check that out about the ABS.
Facts. Make sure you check that out. Grace put out a phenomenal video. It's on her TikTok. It's also living on the YouTube. Make sure you guys support all the YouTube shorts that we put out. But I do got a video that I want to play. I'm going to tee it up right now. And I want all of us, that's not the video. And I want all of us to get excited for this. Because it's a 2-minute video, but I think this is a nice warm-up for the postseason run.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back.
What's up, Joe? Good morning.
All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on.
Forgettable day for the Yankees. They are officially eliminated from the postseason.
Is 1 out away from a championship, from a proper celebration.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
They finished the job and give Los Angeles the parade it's been waiting for.
swarm of Dodgers on the right side of the infield. Grown men, but
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it
It's
takes.
don't get you hype.
Tying run at first. Score ahead run at the plate. Golf one. Way back there. Scraping the sky. And giving the Yankees the lead. From a save.
If that don't get you hype, Ace, I knew you would like that because it had the Avengers in it.
The end game. Whatever it takes, man. That's what it takes. Aaron Boone, are you listening? Whatever it takes, bro. Gotta go out there and handle your business.
Crying? Why am I literally crying? I'm such a loser.
I think no. If you think about it, 2017. Sorry, Eric, I'm dropping you down. I'm not sure if you was trying to get off. 2017, 8 years ago, literally feels like 10 years. Went by like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hyped for this postseason run.
I want this so bad for Giancarlo. I want it so bad for him. I'm emotional. I love this team.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's like it just we're due, man. We're due, bro. Like the
We
Yankees
really are.
deserve this. Like the fans deserve it. They got to go out there and they got to handle their business at the end of the day.
Y'all mark it down. Grace cried from the hype video. Okay, so now I cried when Oswaldo Cabrera got injured. I cried when DJ was DFA'd, and I cried during a hype video.
Let's go. Three's a charm. It all comes in three. If you guys watch the TV show Charm,
Okay, that's true.
What,
backwards.
I'll tell you what, though. We win. I'm crying on stream. I got no problem with that. Can you imagine?
I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to hold you to that. I can't be the only one crying up here.
I'm telling you right now, selfishly, I'm rooting. I'm going to be running on that field. I'm letting you guys know. If it's at Yankee Stadium, if it's in the Bronx home, I will be running on the field, going live. I will be live running on the field with y'all.
I was going to say, you better go live if you do that.
Hector's going to be the bottom of the dog pile.
No, if you think no. Let's take it. Take out fandom away for it. Right. Take a step back. Like Erica was talking. All right, Erica came back. Sorry, Erica. I'm not sure if you had a work phone call.
Why is it so zoomed in? I did. It was my boss.
Did you turn your camera? There you go. When you take a step back, remove our fandom. Look at the playoff field with the teams that's there. When you look at the Yankees right now, if they take first place, they will have the Yankees are tied for the best record in the American League. Point blank. After the June swoon, after the dive in July, after all that, the Yankees are tied for the best record in the American League. When you look at the overall record in Major League Baseball, the Yankees have 90 wins. In the National League, hold on, wait, I just want to double check. In the National League, the Phillies have 93 wins. That's it. Oh, Milwaukee has 96. Milwaukee's 96, Phillies 93, and then the Yankees will be the third best record in all of baseball.
And the Yankees have the best road record, too, in the American League.
44 and 37.
That's what I'm saying. That the Yankees, it's all right there in front of them. I think on paper they're the better team. The Phillies lost Zach Wheeler. You know what I mean? It's just there's a lot in our favor.
And I'm starting the rumor. Jason Dominguez is the Yankees' future first baseman. I have video of him taking ground balls at first base. Then you had Oswaldo there as well. But I'm starting the rumor. Jason Dominguez is the future first baseman.
Oh, boy.
Don't do that. Why'd you have to
Don't do that.
Why you gotta do that? Ben Rice is our future first baseman.
No, of course.
He could be our future catcher.
Or catcher, yeah.
No, but when you look at the field that's there, like who you got, like last year, it was very clear that the Dodgers were the best team in all of baseball. Right now, do you feel that way with Milwaukee? Because they have a bunch of injuries that popped up to their starting rotation. Do you feel that way with the Phillies? They have injuries. They just lost Zach Wheeler. He's not going to pitch in the postseason for them. So when you look at the field, everybody's there. Who scares you or who stands out like the Dodgers of last year?
None. The Yankees. The Yankees themselves is who scares me. Like they're their biggest threat, just like last year. What
Eric,
is happening?
I have no idea
I
what's
don't know what's
wrong
going
with
on. I'm in the upside down.
flip. There you go.
I don't know. I gotta like stand over here.
There you go.
But yeah, the Yankees are their biggest threat. The Yankees were the better team in that World Series last season too, and they threw it away.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm saying.
I don't know what to do. What happened to StreamYard?
I know. Girl, don't get me started.
But yeah, I hate that it's like just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. You know?
Yeah.
What I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I'm
because
so
at
invested.
the end of
I was
July,
invested all season,
at
but
the
like
end of
now
July,
I'm just
I thought
like
Erica was checked out from the Yankees.
what?
I said at the end of July, I thought you was checked out from the Yankees.
No. I was watching. I just, I stepped away when I had to. I was like, oh, this is what we're doing? Yeah, I'm leaving in the 5th inning today because there's I can't. Not for my mental health. I'm going to go enjoy the sun. But no. I'm never. I'm a Jets fan, okay? The loyalty runs deep.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Grace,
I mean, we're
Ace.
Giants fans over here, so we know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, well,
I plead the 5th. I plead the 5th.
Oh, wait, Grace, what's your football team, Grace?
No. I plead the 5th. I can't.
Okay.
Cowboys?
I can't go there.
Them
But I
boys?
will say, my school, my college football school, Texas A&M, they are the little brother of UT. So we're always in their shadow. Nobody cares about A&M. It's all about the Longhorns, never the Aggies. We're always trying to be better. We never are. UT's always ranked above us, or no matter what we do. And so I get that mentality because I am part of a group of people who know what it's like to be the little brother. But it's just not the New York Yankees.
Well, guys, we're gonna wrap things up just because we got to get out of here. Ace has a show later on today. He will be doing his watch along. Ace, let the people know where they can find you later on for your show. Bingo.
You can find me at the Ace Avenue. Just search right there for your Yankee coverage, doing a play-by-play and putting it out there. We're going to go ahead and get first place in the division tonight. Boston, go out there, do your job. Don't let us down. I appreciate you guys. This is the final show of the 2025 regular season. Next time you'll see us, we'll be on the postseason. Heck, Grace, appreciate you for making me a mainstay. You guys are incredible. Channel memberships are available, so make sure you go ahead, support the cause so we can keep the lights on. You guys are incredible. Erica, also good to see you again.
Yes. Grace?
Next time we see y'all, our fate shall be known. We will be headed into the postseason. So y'all yell loud, cheer the whole time from your homes, from the stadium, wherever you are. Let's go out and handle our business in these last 4 games, and hopefully we can go all the way.
And the link is right here when it comes to the channel membership. If you guys want to join, you could click that link. It's $2.99. Now, if you click that link on your iPhone, it's going to take you through the Apple Store and charge you $3.99 a month. Do it on your laptop. so you don't give Apple that extra $1. You know, you want to make sure you give it to YouTube and to us. Do not give Apple that free $1, even though we're on the App Store. I'm just trying to help you guys out if you guys want to avoid that extra $1. But the membership fee is right there. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. Shout out to Theo AA, who is saying Spencer Jones is the 2026 Rookie of the Year. Shout out to you, AA. We got TC Stills, who is a Red Sox fan today and today only. Shout out to my brother TC Stills. Yo, TC, just to let you guys know, you guys remember Andres Chaparro with the New York Yankees?
Yep.
Andres Chaparro was like the first baseball player I ever interviewed. Shout out to Nathan. TC was there with me on that panel. He was with the Mets last week. I was able to get an interview with him, meet him in person for the first time. That was pretty dope. And also this past Tuesday at the Yankee game, Tom Gordon was there on the field. Tom Gordon, former Yankee reliever. In 2005, I went to my first ever Yankee game that my uncle took me to. And at the end of that game, Tom Gordon gave me my first ever baseball. He looked at me. He threw it to me. I had it. I kept that shit for about like 5 or 6 years. I lost it in a fire. But I saw him at the stadium. I told him the story. He was like, yo, that's awesome. Let me take a picture with you so I could post it on my Instagram. Then he started talking to me about his podcast. I'm setting up an interview. Tom Gordon will be a guest on the show so we can have a conversation. Make sure you guys tune in. I appreciate you guys. But like always, I'm Hector.
I'm Grace Monroe.
Yours truly, the ace.
Erica.
And this is the Yankees
Morning Brew.
And we will be back next time. And look, guys, look at this dope-ass logo that Grace made. Shout out to Grace for making the dope-ass logo. Congratulations. Shout out to Grace. We gotta show Grace her love. Shout out to Grace. But until next time, y'all, drink your water, say something positive. Let's go, Yankees. And the postseason run is here.
You fought well yesterday. Your style is unorthodox.